welcome back. Today I thought I would show you what I have in my travel craft bag. So I hope you enjoy. Maybe you'll even get some ideas for your travel craft bag or just some ideas of craft supplies that you might want to pick up. Okay, so if you watched my video that I posted, I think last week maybe, a gift guide for crafters, this was one of the items, and I was refilling it today because I did go on a trip recently where I took it with me, made a bunch of cards, and so I wanted to restock it. So I thought I would show you what I have in my craft bag, what I keep in there, and then maybe you'd find that interesting. So let's get started. So this bag is by the brand Everything Mary, and I did purchase it on Amazon. It is in my Amazon store. I will have that in the description box if you want to purchase it. But in this front pocket here, I have my ink. So I decided to put my small mini ink pads in my travel craft bag. I have a lot of the other size, so I thought this would be perfect. Instead of transferring them back and forth, I would just put my minis in here. So there we go. So just the mini oxide or distress inks here. And I have some other distress inks. This tin unfortunately got a little bit dented. This happened when I went to Los Angeles and my craft bag was checked. That's okay. More distress ink in there. And then I have some archival inks in here. So I have a nice variety of ink, and they fit great in this little front pocket. And that's what I keep in that pocket. Now this is also a pocket here. I don't usually put anything in here, but you certainly could. Now on the side pocket here, I keep a few tools. So this is a little watercolor pen that you can add some water to if I'm going to do some watercoloring, or even with my inks. This is a cool little tool. It looks like one of those pens that, you know, has the multi ink, but it's actually like a little craft pick. And then there are, there we go, like a couple different stylus tips with different sizes on the ends. So this is handy to have. So I keep that in there. And these little loops are perfect for putting your tools on. This is a little Zig glue pen. I have this little tool that's great for doing iron-on transfers. I have a pair of Timmy scissors. I have this little, it's one of those spiral cutters. I haven't even used this yet, but I thought that would be fun just to have in there and try out. And then I have a little pokey tool in this one. So that is what is in this pocket. And let's spin it because there is a pocket on the other side. Now this was a little thing of wipes, and the wipes are gone, and I just haven't taken that off. But wipes are definitely a good thing to have in your travel bag. I just need a refill. All right, on this side, I have the plates from my sidekick. I have a little magnetic stand from Sizzix. So if I'm gonna be doing any die cutting, this is great. Has a little stand. This was in my stocking stuffer guide. So I have that in here. I have some glue. Now this glue is not my go-to art glitter glue. This is actually some glue that I think probably came from Temu or something. It was in a buyout that I did from a craft room, and honestly it works fine, well enough for things I'm going to be doing on the go. So I have that in there, and then I have a little bottle of stamp cleaner. So that is what is inside here. All right, now the top part unzips here, and I'm going to go ahead and unzip this a little. Actually, I'm probably going to unzip it all the way down because it does unzip all the way. and then everything's gonna kind of fall down, but this will be the best way for me to show you what I have in here. Okay, first thing I have in here, and this I just added because like I said, I was restocking. I put a paper pad in here. I have 2 of these. I love this paper. It's from Hobby Lobby. It's really pretty, lots of fun things I could do with it. So I thought that would be a great paper pad to have in my travel bag. So that is in there. So that's something I added. Now this pouch is pretty much stuff that's always in here. So these are things that I've pretty much bought just for the purpose of my travel craft bag. So let's sit, I'm gonna pull this down here so I can show you. Okay, so first of all, I have this little mat that I actually got at the thrift store, and it goes with something else. It's a We Are Memory Keepers tool that kind of helps you align things, but this was just by itself, but it's basically a self-healing cutting mat. And it folds up, or actually, you take it apart like a puzzle. So I thought this is great to have as a little craft surface, and it comes apart, perfect for travel craft bag. And then, so this is just a 12 by 12 file that I also thrifted. And so these are the things that I keep in it. So there we go. Okay, so I have some white cardstock, smooth and some textured, and usually depending on what my trip is, I'll add in some stamps or dies depending on what project I want to work on, but white paper is always good to have in there. Then I have a few different things that I had doubles of. So I have lots of rub-on transfers, so I just put some in here to have. So these are some Tim Holtz rub-on transfers, and then this one. So these are in one of the file pockets. I have this little paper pad that's great for die cutting and so perfect for a travel craft bag because it's small and it has a nice variety of colors in there. Okay, I also have in here some other little bits of paper, cute papers, and then this 8x8 Tim Holtz pad that I've been using for different projects. I used it to make a bunch of cards on my last trip, so I'm gonna just leave that in here. And then I have these 2 little things that can be fun for crafting on the go. So this is just a little magnetic mat, and because I have a glass magnetic mat on my desk, I really don't need this on there, so I threw it in my travel bag along with this little glass media mat by We Are Memory Keepers, perfect size to travel with. And I have a little Misty stamping platform, the small one, and I have in this last thing in this little thing is a little silicone mat, a ruler, this little craft mat that I got before I found that bigger one, and then this is a little scoreboard. So that is what is in this file. So a variety of tools to do lots of different projects if I'm going to be crafting on the go. So let me sit that down here. All right, and then I have a few pouches. So in this pouch here, I have 2 punches. So I have a corner punch. So these are, a double. I have one in my craft room that's not in my travel bag. And this little 1-inch circle that I thrifted that I thought would be a nice size to have. And then these are some foam dots. So if I'm making cards and need those, I have a few of those. Okay, and then I have this Distress Oxide zipper pouch. And in this one, I have some more adhesive. So I have a glue stick. I have a couple tape runners. I have a little scraper tool. And I have a distressor, paper distressor. So I have 2 of these. So one is back there in my tools on my craft desk, and then the other one for my travel bag. Okay, this pouch has some things that I could use. So I have a card base. I did have more in here. Probably should restock that. I have some other Timmy like file folders I can alter. I have a file folder. I I've altered ones like this into like a little folio, so that's a fun little project to have. I have a few of the Tim Holtz sticker pads because I had doubles, so I decided to put these in my travel bag. Then I have just a little folio kit, fun to decorate. And then this is another kind of the same thing that I was decorating with that Tim Holtz paper last time I was traveling. So that's in there. I can work on that project if I want. And then this pouch is, I have a few embellishments here. I have some paper dolls, some other things, some flowers. And then in here, I think these are scraps from that paper pad. Oops, it was already open. Okay. Yeah, scraps from the project I was working on, so I can still use those. And then I have this little pouch. And in here, I have a stamping grid, a random paintbrush, and then I have the little mini ink dauber and the little dauber refills for that in there. And then the last two things, this, I typically, I will keep this in my craft bag, but I also use it a lot at home. So it's one of those things that kind of comes in and out depending on what's happening. I put it back in here just to show you that it does fit in here. And if you get one of these bags, what you can really fit. But I do use this at home, but I also take it with me if I'm going to be crafting on the go. And then a little paper trimmer. I really do like this one. It's a little guillotine. Also has a little bone folder. So this is a great travel one. And then everything can fit easily back in here and it zips all up. So I hope you like this. I hope you got some ideas. I would love to know what kinds of things you like to have in your travel craft bag. And a lot of these things will be in my Amazon storefront, including the bag. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.